Welcome back. Well, as COVID cases continue to rise here across the state, disruptions for families with childcare, work, and home are bound to happen again. And on that note, in tonight's KX conversation, we are joined by Chris Jones. He is the Executive Director of the North Dakota Human Services Department. Chris, thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So, what all are you planning for as far as your department? As bad as we were in November, is this as bad as it gets or slightly better?
Well, it's always hard to know if it's going to get worse or better, but based on the data, we expect it to get worse before it gets better. And so given that, there's two ways to look at this. You can look at it from a positive perspective or a negative perspective. From positive perspective, we've been through this before, and we feel like we've set up the programs necessary for behavioral health needs, from a financial support need, and from a childcare need, specifically within the Department of Human Services. But that being said, I don't think there's anybody either within the Department of Human Services that are team members or those that provide services on behalf of the Department of Human Services who are really interested in going through another wave of COVID again.
And on that note, your department has launched a new website called Help Is Here. What is that and why now?
Well, going through this, we just felt that there was a way that we can share information more seamlessly, more efficiently, really looking at the person instead of the programs themselves. It's a strategy of the Department of Human Services specifically, focus on the person, not the program, and trying to make sure that we can provide the crisis level services for individuals in North Dakota as they come up across the myriad of needs they need, instead of asking them to go to different areas to try to find help.
And Human Services provides a myriad of services. What's the most in demand you're seeing right now?
Well, that's a hard answer because, oftentimes people don't want to bring up what their needs are and want to be respectful to all of those. But behavioral health needs, frankly, are often the ones that people are the most afraid, or there's still the shame and stigma related to them, whether that be a substance use disorder or just a feeling of hopelessness, and want to do as much as we can to support those that need that. But at the same time, many people, regardless of what some people think, do have financial needs based on their own individual situation that we're happy to provide services for. And then even bigger is in my opinion, is childcare. 0 to 5, children in the ages of 0 to 5 are so vulnerable, and really we're setting the foundation for them to be successful humans, parents, spouses, brothers, sisters in the future. And making sure that we're not forgetting about them, because oftentimes they don't have a voice. So how do we support the families who have children who are often in the workforce, who are nurses, who are teachers, who are direct service professionals, really caring for those in need today?
Chris Jones, thanks so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.